was a kid, a typical boy who rode my bicycle everywhere, climbed trees, played every sport, and I played trumpet in the school band. I couldn't help but turn around and check out what the snare drummers and bass drummers and brass cymbal guys were doing back in the back of the room, and that looked a lot more fun than what I was doing. So I lied to my high school band director and told him I was a drummer, not a trumpet player. So he said, okay, well, stand back there with the other guys. And because I could read music, I would just fake my way through parts. School also had a drum set in the corner for the jazz band, so I'd always sneak down there and play beats whenever I could. At some point, I figured that was about as far as I can go, teaching myself, watching MTV and teaching myself how to play things. So I asked my high school band director to recommend a drum teacher, and he happened to be very good friends with a guy named Tommy Igoe. I lived in New Jersey at the time, so I would go to New York to go see his gigs too. So I had a teacher who was showing me not only how to play the drums, how to read, how to play big band music, but also what it was like to work as a freelance musician. I think a lot of drummers, they take lessons, and at some point they're like, okay, now how do I become a famous drummer? And they don't really see that little by little, step-by-step process of doing that.
Could feel the sun about to rise when I realized we had nothing to fear. Just me, my daddy, and a kid named Cope, but making music that nobody would hear.
Way before I was a Vic Firth artist, I would try different things my friends had, like, hey, try mine. But these feel comfortable in my hands. The balance, the wood, the taper, the tip, and all styles of music too. I don't like get the bigger stick for this kind and the thinner stick for this and the shorter one. These feel great all the time in my hands. That being said, I also love the expanse of their product line, and I like companies that are innovative enough to figure out what drummers want, you know? Like, I like it that anything I could imagine that I would need, they've already thought of it, and they've got it. When I turned 18, I moved to Miami to study at the University of Miami, their conservatory there. Day one, blown out of the water. Like, I was the worst guy in the school. I'm like, how do these guys know how to play like this? This is crazy. But it's not disheartening to me, it's inspirational. It shows you how much further you need to go. So I just, again, started a whole new regiment of woodshedding, you know? It was great for me. I met all these great music buddies, Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Colombia. Nothing but warm welcomes. Like, if you could keep a beat, they could use you in their group. It's okay, just play this and you'll learn over time, you know? So I was playing in a lot of bands, just being the dude in the back, just trying to keep time and figuring out where beat one was. And once I figured it out and figured out the name of this beat, and I would add that to my vocabulary. It's so different to do that than to just learn a samba pattern or a songo or mambo pattern out of a book. If you're in a band, you're like, I know what's working and what's not working. Playing with an artist like Shakira, yeah, she definitely brings that up because she loves dancing on stage. And if you're doing something that confuses her, she'll stop the band and say, I don't know what's going on, but I am losing the beat here. Not just losing one, but I'm losing my will to dance right now. Whatever you guys are doing, it's not working for me. It makes me want to just sit down in a chair, you know? And she'll be that honest, like, not cruel, but just like, I don't want to dance anymore. We're playing for an audience, but really it's a show, and we're trying to make her as comfortable as possible so she can perform 110% for her audience. I'm not the star up there. I'm there as a team of people that try to play her music so she can perform at her best. I go out on the road for months at a time, so I like the fact that I just order a box of 100 sticks, I put them in my road case, and I just take a new pair every night, and they're fine. They're great. And I think it must be hard to do because you're dealing with wood. I mean, wood is like, it's not like you're dealing with the quality of the tree and the quality of everything. So I don't know the secrets of how they get it to be so consistent, but obviously they do, and they're doing it, and I appreciate it.